or welcome back to the Embeemakes knitting channel. My name is Melissa and I'm the maker behind Embeemakes here on YouTube, on Ravelry and on Instagram. If you're new here, hi, welcome. I make monthly podcast episodes about what I've been knitting on and yarn purchases. And sometimes I also do a little bit of crochet or sewing, which I haven't shown here in a while now, but is something I might pick up again this spring and summer. So if you enjoy watching this, be sure to subscribe to my channel or follow me over on Instagram if you want to have some more daily or weekly updates on my projects. And without further ado, let's dive right in. As you can probably see, I'm wearing one of my finished objects, and this is the Peacock Tee by LeKnit or Lena Holm Samsu. I had started this project in August of last year, but didn't manage to finish it by the end of summer, so it went into hibernation and I picked it up again last podcast episode where I had finished the second sleeve and already need a bit more on the body. But now I have fully finished it. I'll put in some b-roll probably. That's gonna be better to see than if I stand up here. So yeah, you can see it's fully finished. I actually haven't blocked this yet. I had finished it just before going to the Breidagen in Breda, which I will show you my yarn haul at the end of this video if you're interested. But so yeah, I haven't blocked this yet, which I will do at some point, but for now I'm just wearing it. I've woven in my ends and yeah, it's just great. The yoke is super pretty. I got a lot of compliments also at the Breidagen on this beautiful t-shirt. And yeah, I'm very happy to have it finished. You can find more information on the yarn amount I used and size I knit on my Ravelry page. The next finished object I have here is my Tiptoe through the Tulip Socks. I have two finished socks now. They are both blocked, but yeah, I still need to weave in these ends. So I haven't actually worn these yet. They've been finished for a few weeks already. So yeah, right after I finish filming this podcast episode, I will sit down and weave in these ends so I can wear them for the Easter weekend. I've used some various yarn for this. This is just a basic sock yarn, and then these two that I use for the color work are hand-dyed sock yarn. And yeah, they're just so pretty, very spring, and yeah, I'm very happy to have these finished. Then I also have one other finished sock, which I also showed in the previous episode, which is my Eggs for Easter socks. Also by Stoneknits. They are both in her book, but I think the Tulip Socks you can also buy separately from her Ravelry. But yeah, I have this book, so yeah, I really want to make some more of these patterns. So yeah, I have the first one finished. I used the same colors as she did. I used all Vilcolana Arvetta from my stash. Yeah, I really like the dark blue as a contrast with the white, red and yellow. I still have to duplicate stitch the beak and wattle on the chickens, but I will wait to do that after I finish the second sock. For that one I have just done the cuff and I will need to start doing the color work. So yeah, that's easier when I can sit down and have the chart with me, but from then on it's just actually a very simple sock again that I can just knit on the go and then do the super cool egg toe. So yeah, maybe I will work on these during the Easter weekend now and have them finished by Easter Monday, and so I can wear them. And then another small finished object that I did just in a day last weekend is this cute little fishy. This is the Ripka Pouch by Red and Sea Witch. It's a little pouch pattern in the shape of a fish, and I use it to store my headphones or my earpods in them. It's just the perfect shape, the small size, like that. And yeah, I think it's really cute and a very fun palette cleanser. I wasn't feeling like knitting on any of my whips last Sunday, and I thought, well, let's just get something small, quick on. And I really wanted to use this yarn that I had just bought at the Breidagen. And I went into my stash to look for a mohair to pair with it. So this is just drop skid silk, and the fingering weight is the Mindful Creators yarn from the Breidagen, and just a cute button that I had in my stash also. And yeah, it's a very simple pattern. It just knit flat. Sorry, I got cut off. I don't know where I left off, but yeah, super cute pouch and a very quick palette cleanser. And I have another one to show you. So these are the two yarns I used for this one. And it creates kind of a marled effect with the darker mohair and the light main color. And so for the second one I'm making the larger size to fit my sunglasses. And this is what I have so far. So I have one half already. And I think it's a really beautiful color combination. And I just need to finish the tail of the second half, and then I can crochet them together and make the little string. For this one I think I will try and do the I-cord tie. And the yarns I use for this one is again some drops mohair that I ordered. I have some more colors that I can show you later in the acquisition section. But I have this main color, which is a yarn. I have this beautiful main color that has been in my stash for super long already. I think it pairs really well with this color mohair. And it is a ladybug yarn in the color Sea Haze. And it's a 100% superwash merino yarn, 100 grams is 400 meters. And it's in this super cute bag that I bought at Grena in Breda also. It's just a basic drawstring bag, but it's perfect for a small project like this. Maybe first a little update on a project that I took with me to the Breidagen, which is my Waffle loop scarf. Not that much progress, but I will still show you. So this is where I was last time, and I've knit a few more centimeters. It's getting to a nice width already. I actually need to count my stitches and see how much further I need to make increases, and then I can just knit straight for the rest of the skein. And yeah, still love this color very much. I'm not sure that when I finish it I will be able to wear it right away, because it might be a bit too warm for a shawl or a scarf. But yeah, then it will be finished for the fall and winter. This is a pattern by Otherloops, by the way. I'm also eyeing her cardigan version of this because the stitch pattern is really lovely and squishy, and yeah, I think the cardigan will be great for my wardrobe as well someday. So some slow progress on that, but I did also make some good progress on my other projects. The first one is also one you've seen before in the last podcast episode, and I just added some more length to the body. You can see my stitch marker from last time. So I added about 5 or 6 centimeters. Not that much, but this project I just tend to pick up when I just want to knit stockinette in the round. So it's great for that. But yeah, I also have a new cast-on that's a lot more exciting and new, and yeah, you will see in a minute. But yeah, I still really love this color, and I did pick out some buttons at the Breidagen for this project. So I will just continue until I finish one of these skeins, and then I will probably do the button placket and the collar first, because that really makes it look a lot more like a sweater. And then I might knit a sleeve maybe, because I'm very interested to see how I need to work this, because there are some stitches on hold here. I've never done a construction like this before. But yeah, very lovely, super soft, and I think this will still be a good piece for spring when it's a bit colder. Kind of flying through these whips, but yeah, you've seen these before, so if you want to know more about them, be sure to check out my previous podcast episode. Then another project that I've made some good progress on is my Pippin cardigan. I had hoped to have one finished sleeve by this podcast episode, but I didn't manage to do that, but I'm still very happy with the progress I've made. So I finished the 2 skeins I was working with on the body, and so I now have about 5 centimeters. You can see progress here. And I have picked up for a sleeve now and am working on that. So yeah, I've done about 10 centimeters of the sleeve. So yeah, just continuing on this. It's pretty easy stitch pattern where you knit one round and then next round you knit and purl. I'm quite happy to be knitting in the round now for a bit, because yeah, since this is a cardigan, the body is just knit back and forth. And it's quite long rows. The sleeve goes a lot quicker. And yeah, I really love this texture. It looks super neat. It's nice and soft and squishy. And yeah, I've said it before, but I really think this will be a great piece when it's finished in my wardrobe. And then I have 2 new cast-ons to show you, one big one and a small one. We'll maybe first start with the small one. Since there are a lot of people around me having babies again, one of my colleagues and one of my partner's friends, I decided to cast on a little baby knit again to gift. And I have chosen the baby bear bonnet for my colleague. She's having a girl, so I thought this pink would be really lovely. I had it in my stash. It's Drops Baby Merino. So just a simple fingering weight yarn that's superwash, so she can pop it in the washing machine. And yeah, I've just started doing the increases here for the cute little bear ears. And yeah, then I need to read the pattern and see what comes next. I think you put some stitches on hold to do the back shaping or something. So yeah, a very fun and quick project. Again, small and easy to take with me. I think it's gonna be super cute, and if this turns out well, I might make another one for the other baby that's coming. And I'm knitting the size 3 months, I think, or 6 months. I need to check. And I'm using 3.25 millimeter needles. And yeah, I think it's gonna be super cute. And then the last whip is something that I hadn't really planned. I just bought the yarn. So yeah, a little backstory on why I started this whip. I saw this beautiful cardigan, the Olga jacket by Petiteknit, and I saw someone on Instagram that had knitted with a gorgeous matcha green and tweedy yarn, and I fell in love with that color combination. I need more cardigans in my wardrobe, and I think this will be a perfect addition. I really love green, And I really also wanted to try out the yarn that she used, which was the Peer Gynt by Sandnes. I have previously knit a hat for my mom in Sandnes Peer Gynt, and yeah, it's really lovely to knit with. So I have been thinking about knitting a garment with that yarn for a while. And so I bought the exact same yarn, colors, and cast on. And I've made quite a lot of progress. This has been my main whip since I finished this t-shirt. So yeah. This is what I have so far. I finished the back panel, the two front panels, and collected at the underarm and made already quite some progress. So yeah, this is just flying off my needles. I think it's, yeah, I really love the color, and the stripes are also pretty addictive to knit. And it's on 4mm needles. And yeah, it's just so lovely to knit. I'm not entirely meeting gauge, so I'm knitting the size medium, but I think it will turn out more to closer to a size large. I don't have any buttons for this project yet, but I think I will just finish it and then go to the store and pick out some buttons for it. So this is also an acquisition. I'm using the color Matcha, which is a Petiteknit color, and then the Tutti Frutti Marzipan for the beige color. And yeah, it's just such a lovely combination. I really love it. It is quite a rustic yarn, or yeah, at least it's more rustic than just a soft merino or alpaca yarn. But I think it will soften up a bit with washing, and I will also, yeah, it's not itchy, it's just less soft. So yeah, as I'm flying through the body, I think I will just continue knitting on that and finish the body entirely before moving on to the sleeves. Because it's a drop shoulder, I don't have to knit such a long sleeve. And yeah, then there's just the button band and neckline left. So maybe this will be my next finished object, who knows. I do have some plans for more summery knits, but I will probably talk about those in a separate video. And then also an update on my Lume pullover by Sorry Nordland. I hadn't made much progress in my last podcast episode. I just finished the big flower, and the past month I just haven't touched it at all. So I think I will just leave that one in hibernation for now and pick it back up come fall. So now let's get into my acquisitions. I already mentioned that the Peer Gynt was an acquisition since, yeah, I just bought that and cast on straight away. But then I also went to the Breidagen and bought some lovely yarns. The first ones are from the Mindful Creators, which is really a hand dyer you should check out if you haven't yet. She's from the Netherlands, and yeah, she's super lovely and makes these beautiful, beautiful yarns. And these are from her new collection. You can't shop anymore from this collection because she has closed it since. But yeah, definitely go follow her over on Instagram. So this one is called Raspberry Jam, and I've bought the Soulful Sock to make a beautiful pair of socks. And then the green one is also a Soulful Sock, and it's called Cheesecake Al Pistachio. It's a lovely green and white blend. Yeah, very, very beautiful spring colors. And then I also bought this at her stand, which is from the previous spring collection, Lavender Fields. And this is just the fingering weight yarn. Then I also got some lovely bright green that you can see here behind me. This is Sandnes Line in the color 9825. It's a gorgeous bright green that I really love and I think really suits me. And yeah, I bought 6 skeins from the Breiboerderij, and I will be making a summer tee with this. Not entirely sure which one yet. I think maybe again something with a little lace yoke and then just a plain t-shirt. I really enjoy wearing those and making those for summer and spring. But yeah, if you have a pattern recommendation for me for this yarn, definitely let me know down below. And aside from the yarns that I bought, I also bought some soap. This is soak. I already have one in the fig scent, and this is the scent Celebration. Smells really good. And then I also bought some more cute needle stoppers. I really like using these on all my projects, and you can't have enough of these. And they match my t-shirt. Then continuing with the green, I also saw some green mohair that I liked at the fair, but I didn't end up purchasing it. But I did order it afterwards when I was ordering some more mohair yarns for my fish that I'm making. And if you've seen my previous podcast episode, you know that I bought this gorgeous cone from LeKnit, and I had yet to find a matching mohair, and so now I did. I found this concept by Katja, 50 Shades Mohair, and I think it pairs really well with this big cone of green. I bought enough skeins that I could use for a full sweater quantity and maybe then some, so I definitely don't run out of yarn. And then aside from the bluey green color that I use for my sunglasses pouch, I also bought these colors of mohair. This is all drops kid silk, and I've picked these various colors to go with some fingering weight yarns for socks or just regular fingering weight that I have in my stash to make some more fish or other pouches or smaller things that I could gift or just keep for myself. I think it's good to have a little mohair stash as well. And then also, since April is my birthday month, I have a little book that I got for my birthday, which is a knitting bag of tricks from Patty Lyons. I've heard people talking about this book already, and I thought it would be a great addition for my little knitting library that I have accumulated already. This is more with some tips and tricks rather than the pattern books that I already have. And yeah, I think it will be a lovely read and great to improve my knitting some more. And so that is it for this month's podcast episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like and leave a comment down below if you did. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!